Okay, hello everyone. I'm introducing my GT 1997 Avalanche LE all aluminum 7005 series. It's a GT Gary Turner bike. There's the GT stamp right there. Also, I'm recording on a Note 9, so you know, it's best I can do. I'm alone out here, nobody to help me. I saw a YouTuber working on a frame, rebuilding it actually, and I had to put this on because I only know one other person who's got a bike like this, complete, fully functional, and that's a buddy of mine. We bought it together back in '97 or '96, and he still has his, I still have mine. Pretty much everything on this bike is original except for worn out parts throughout the years. And I'm going to call them out little by little for those of you who are interested. Let me give you a complete look at the bike. Right there, from seat post, rear wheels. Rear wheels are original Mavic 221s. I'm going to try to do my best in the focusing here, man. I'll tell you what. I don't have I don't know where my GoPro is. Mavic 221 rims, double butted, with eyelids, what they used to call back there, eyelids on the rims. I guess that's what they used to call them back there. The derailleur, Dior XT original derailleur, right there, all original. The I think this is the derailleur dropout or something, they call it like that. Original GT stamp right on there. If I can get that, there it is, GT. Right there, that's original. Right here, original, SIS 8 integrated. I have the pulleys. I've been too lazy to change them, but I actually have replacement pulleys with actual bearings as opposed to the plastic stuff, silicone stuff they used to come with. The wheels, the spokes, everything is original. The hub. Let me get over here. The hub with the original with the original band that they used to wrap these things around with, but from back then. There it is, Shimano LX. That's original hub right there. Parallax with the US patent on it, and GT stamp right here. Right there's the GT stamp with the original skewer, Shimano skewer that came with the bike. These are the original brakes, the V brakes they call them, original XT, Dior XT. Let me get over here better. I think you can see these better right here. Let me get some focus on here. There you go. XT original V brakes, fully functional, working good. Everything's working good. I'm one-handed, like I said before, so I can't rapid fire the shifters or anything like that. I'm out here alone. The rear cassette I've changed like maybe three times I've changed the rear cassette, so that's not the original. The interior bearings, which are the old I think it's 6 or 8 bearings, they sit on bearing racers. I've had those bearings replaced about 4 times. Put a lot of miles on this bike, both road and off-road. So those are not original. I've never trued the wheels. They seem to be doing pretty good. And I do ride this bike, especially in the trails that I grew up in, and the trails that I ride on now. And I take care of it. I don't beat it like I do my other bikes when I'm in the trails. It's a 26-incher. I kind of nurse it. I shouldn't, but I do. It's like my baby, my first mountain bike. What else? Original derailleur, I said. Rear derailleur. Front original derailleur is an XT. Yep, there it is, Dior XT front original derailleur. 3 rings, of course. I think it's 3 rings right here. Those are all original, by the way. I haven't changed them. And this is the crank. Crank set that came on these bikes back then is LX crank. It's faded out, but you can see the Dior right there. And I think if you, depending on how you look at it with the light and the glare, it says LX. It's an LX crank. Original bottom bracket also. I'm not sure. I want to say I did replace it one time, but I think it's the original one. It's been so many years that I've had this bike. The pedals are not original Rock Bros. I have these on all my bikes. I love these pedals. But like I said, everything here is original. Original derailleur. This is the bottle hanger that I got. Bottle cage hanger, what do you call it? From the store that I bought the bike back then. Bikeland. That's the name of the store, Bikeland, where I bought it from. 7005 aluminum. There, oh, there it is. Does that say? Well, this is original, all-terrain GT. That's the only original stamping that was on the frame. I've polished this frame so many times with mothers that I finally decided that I'm gonna let these old style wet and tack on stampings, whatever they are. They all faded away. They've all been broken up in pieces over the years. So I just stripped it. I just stripped it and I left it with whatever's on is on. But it's an Avalanche LE. It's an Avalanche LE. LE came with the XT, LX, XT, and XT brakes right there. Brakes with the XT Dior rapid fire. They call these the rapid fire. Everything works on this bike. Rapid fire right there, front and rear. That's what they came with, and that's all original right there. Monkey Bar downhill. Monkey Bar Easton. It's an Easton EA770 Monkey Bar downhill. That's replaced. This is not the original. I have the original. Everything on this bike that was original I have in a box in storage. The headset and the stem, Bontrager back then from the 90s. I purchased this about a month or two after I bought the bike. I put that on there, so I did that downhill bar. I got the bike tweaked out for my riding. The Wilderness Trail. There's Wilderness Trail right there. Let me see, Wilderness Trail right there. This is not original. Spacers are original. The interior butterfly type, old school butterfly system that grabs right here and holds, that's been changed several times. I have to convert it over to the new system. I haven't done that. The front shock is a SL, RockShox SL. I stripped it, repainted it, but it's the original shock, nothing fancy. Manual adjustments up here, no valves, no bottom adjustments. The original sleeves, these thieves, they don't put these anymore. I think they're cool. They've lasted too. I know a lot of people take them off. I leave them on because they look cool. They look so 60s. So I put this on myself. I repainted, as you can see, I repainted it. This is all just a nice yellow paint job that I did. I have a damage here that I ran into a little incident there. Too hard of an impact right there. Where is it? Yeah, there it is right there. Too hard of an impact. I remember that day I was really riding it hard, and I slammed into a rock slash tree slash rock, and that's what happened. But it survived it. It's not falling apart over the years, and I still take it into trails. This is the reason why I nurse this bike when I take it into the trails. That's the only reason right there. I take it easy. I don't do a lot of drop-offs. Nothing over 3 or 4 feet. You know, I live on flatland, Florida. More closer to Miami area. So there's no hills or mountains here. It's all flatland, but we do get some drop-offs in the man-made parks here. They're pretty neat, so I do get those. This is a sleeve on aluminum. This is a carbon sleeve on aluminum. I put this on to protect it, to protect the finish on the aluminum. And this is not original, this is after. So I got that at the original, and I have that. This is the original seat right here. Wilderness Trail. It came with the bike. Wilderness Trail, original, still holding up, real nice. Originally, this bike came with a bar that had these bull horns, these things that you used to grab on here to the side, which I think are ridiculous. But I have those. I have those somewhere. Back then, I kept them on, but about it was only like maybe like 3 months later that I took them off, realizing that it was a joke. It was just a joke what they put on there. But back then it was something popular. This is Gary Turner GT design right here. You know, chain stay, seat stays, seat post. So if you see an old bike like this with this design right here, chances are it's GT, and it should have the GT logo right there, the stamp on the, there you can see the GT on it right there. And then there's GT right here on this hanger, drop out right here, whatever you call this. There's I can get underneath it. There's some mothers that I forgot to take off right there. Probably years. It's been probably on there for years. If you get up underneath it, I'm not sure, but the serial number stamped on there. Everything's stamped on there. Like I said, this bike's all original minus the wear and tear parts. You know, I live in the city, so I don't have a garage. Until I get a house again, you know. Front wheel matches the rear. Again, original Mavic 221. It's off balanced, by the way. It's off balance because the inner tube, I have an inner tube in there that it's a little bit too big. So when I release it, it just falls to where the valve is. That's where it's going to, where the valve is. Never trued this wheel. Never trued it. It seems to be doing a-okay. Never trued it. So it's doing pretty good. Original spokes, the original front hub, which is again parallax. It's parallax 100, and it's Dior, Shimano Dior LX, and there's the actual in green, the model. Oh, cell phone videos suck, I'll tell you what, but it'll do. There's the model of it right there. So, you know, it's the original. Let me see if I can get that model on there. I know probably somebody will want to look up that model. That's why I'm doing this. There it is right there. Well, if I can get a good focus on it. There it is. So, still, that's the original gold band around the front hub, and the original black band around the rear hub. What else? V-brakes, I covered that. Both front and rear are XT. Front and rear XT right there. And yes, I live in the city. That's a train. I'm not going to pan my phone over to it, but it's a train and it's annoying. Every 15 minutes. Bike works good. I ride it. I have it up here because I'm tuning it. I'm going through the cables. I recently had a ride with it before the lockdown. I used it, and excuse me. And I do ride with a group, and I do have other bikes. They're specialized bikes. I do have them. This is like a favorite. This is like my toy right here. I keep up with this bike. I spend money on it, money that I have to, not more than what I don't have to. It seems to be doing just fine the way it is, and you know, like I said, I still ride it. I'm good to go with it. I wanted to put it on YouTube because I saw this YouTuber rebuilding a frame of an Avalanche, which I'm going to link this video to that person, because that's him, and what I see on eBay that people are selling these frames, not whole complete bikes, that I haven't found. Maybe they are, but I haven't found them. And I'm just going to link this video to him, and just to show him that might be, just to show somebody else has got their an Avalanche LE and it's all intact, fully, with the 221 rims, the rapid fire, the Shimano rapid fire shifters. You can't get these anymore. They're awesome. I love them. I wish they still make these shifters. They work like I'll tell you, man, they're awesome. I love them. They're called rapid fires, and they're paired up with the XT brakes, Shimano brakes, and they're fully functional. The bike is kept indoors, so there's indoor dust on it. I only bring it outside when I ride it and when I clean it and when I work on it, and then it goes back inside. So I have a fairly large apartment or flat, so I have room for my bikes. I work on them outside though. Oh, the crank is pretty nice, it's smooth. The the little bounce right there, that's nothing. That's totally all acceptable. You could hear that rear hub. Like I said, it's 3 changes on the rear cassettes right here. So chain, that's 2 or 3 chains. I change those every quite often. This is still all original. The whole setup, the whole crank, outer, inner, and inner small, it's all original. I've been looking into replacing the whole setup, so it's just a matter of keeping it original. And the less I ride it, the less wear and tear I put on it, of course. So that's why I have other bikes. This is a Bikeland. I mentioned this before. I bought it at Bikeland. US 1 on 127th Street back then, when I bought it in North Miami. So they're long gone. At a place that was owned by 2 Brazilian ladies. I remember them well, and the guy that sold me the bike, Mikey or Mike, forgot his name. Probably forgot it. I think I knew it, but I forgot it. But salesman, but we got to be friends for a while. Lost track after the store moved out. Went up north to the next county. So this is it. 97. Another GT stamp right there. There you go. GT stamp on the rear frame. Double butted welding, they called this back then. Double butted up here. I believe, if I remember right, the double butted welding, I don't know if you want to correct me in any comments or whatever, go ahead. I believe the double butted welding was because the tubing had a smaller weld, or the tubing, there was something about the tubing and then the exterior weld that made it double. But I could be wrong. I'm just, this is from memory. I could be wrong, but it's really nice. It's good, nice solid bike. I'm glad I'm not giving it up. I know a lot of people have asked me if I want to sell it, and I told them no, basically because they're hard to find, complete, intact, just like this. Rock Bro pedals, they're not originals. I have the originals, and everything works on it. Like I said, I just wanted to show it off, show this guy on YouTube. I'm going to link this video so he can see it, because he just finished building. I finished looking at the video. Yeah, you can tell, by the way, by the size of this triangle right here on the frame, you can tell basically if it's a larger frame bike or it's a small frame bike. And originally I wanted this bike in a 15-inch, and they didn't have it. They had it on a 17. So I ordered it. The store told me they ordered it from GT Gary Turner, and they said that they would build it. It's a small frame that they don't build, but they would build it for me, and they send it to me. But they send it to me in 7005 aluminum, which I ordered it in 6000 series, 6061 back then. I think they still do that. And you know, no complaints. 7005 aluminum is actually rigid, really nice. You can, you know, you can tap it and tell that this is 7000 series. 6000 series actually sounds like a tin can, even though it's strong aluminum, lightweight. And but it's good. It's good. No complaints. No complaints. It's all 7005 aluminum. It's stamped over here. There's another stamp over here. There's another stamp right there. 7005. There's inner stamp over here. The crank. These cranks have a stamp on them. Never read them. I just noticed them. Japan, Shimano, and 170. These are 170 millimeter cranks. So those are original. These are original cranks. Oh, there you go. Bad camera, man. These are the original. These are the original cranks. LX, like I mentioned before. LX. Let me see what's going on over here on this side. Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah. So, you know, bottom bracket, I believe it's original. I mentioned that before. I don't want to get into the under part of the bottom bracket where the serial number is. I've been searching the bike for somewhere that it actually says it's an Avalanche LE other than the stampings that it used to have here, and I can't find. And you know, I wouldn't know where the receipt is for this bike. Oh, there's a serial number right here on the other side. All right. So there it is right there. 1997 Avalanche LE GT. The group set is crank LX and everything else is XT. Rapid fires, they work fine. I'll do another video where somebody can video for me, and I'll run these. I'll rapid fire these front and rear. They work good. They still hold up. They're holding up. A lot of people have given me compliments on them because they're actually nice. They don't make them anymore, so I do have to take care of them. I don't have an issue with the brakes. These are just V brakes, and they work good though. They work good. I got a road bike in order coming from China, I believe. It's a Sava deck. It's a Sava bike. Toroi T800 full carbon. I'm getting it in 2 months. I am going to do a video on that because it's my first road bike ever. My first road bike ever. I had a road bike when I was 13. It was a varsity swing varsity, and that lasted only 7 years until someone stole it, and I never had a road bike after that until I ran into these mountain bikes in the mid 80s, 90s, in the mid 90s. I mean, so this is the Toroi T800 full carbon. It's coming in about 2 months, according to Sava. It's a Sava bike. I got it through Amazon, and I found out that it has really good reviews. So I'm looking forward to getting that. And the other two bikes that I have they're Specialized, a stump jumper, 2016 stump jumper with Fox suspension on it, really nice. I think it's 160 or 150 or 160 mil front shock. And like I said, it's a 2016 stump jumper, aluminum frame. Yeah, aluminum frame. And I have a pitch expert in a 16-inch frame. I have it tweaked out. I'll do a video on that. I fully changed everything on it. The crank, converted it over to a single front rim. Changed a few things in the rear. I put road tires on it. So I'll do a video on that. I'll do a video on that one day. I'm not too much in making videos, but this is definitely going to be linked to a YouTuber that already has built himself a bike from an old GT frame that he purchased when he was younger, and you know, just so he can see it. Not that I want to go bump videos or anything like that. I'm not like that. Just, you know, just share the moment. A lot of memories, a lot of good memories, a lot of fun on this bike. I still have fun on it, but nothing like when I first got it. Oleta River Park. That's my riding stumping ground. Oleta River Park, located in Sunny Isles, Miami, North Miami Beach, Sunny Isles. That's where I grew up in, and that's the trails that I used to ride until I moved up the trails somewhere in the area of Florida, Broward, Palm Beach County. So I do other trails now. That's where this bike grew up with me, at Oleta River Park. So if you guys, anybody looks that up, you're gonna hit it. You're gonna see it. All right, thanks for watching. GT 1997 GT Avalanche LE. All stock minus wear and tear parts that have been replaced. Pretty much all intact. Thank you for watching. Whoever's watching, thank you. Look at that. Nice. Love it.